All right, all right. I think we're live now, everybody. So I'm gonna give it about 10 seconds, man. We're gonna get some people in here so you guys can know exactly what we got going on, and then I'm gonna go in, man. But I'm into this beautiful grandma while we're in the meantime. But what I would like to do is, we've been on for a few minutes now. Hopefully you guys are joining in. I know you guys have seen all the posts, all the reposts, all the shares, all the likes. We've been all over the internet, man, for the last couple of weeks talking about this important event that's going on, man. What we're doing now, we're announcing Brown and Balance Live, everybody. I was waiting on like the applause to come in on the backside. But what Brown and Balance Live is, man, we're taking our Brown and Balance event and we're bringing it to you guys live monthly so you guys can understand what's going on. So what we're going to do today is give you kind of a brief overview and let you know what's going on with the page. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in some really, really good friends of ours. We're going to bring in Daniel Warlow. We're bringing in Tara Foughner. We're bringing in Duane, Sylvestre, and Parris, Broadus, man. We're all coming in today to kind of give you guys an overview of what's going on, man. Many shout-outs and thanks to Campari for sponsoring this for us, man. They've been our partners in this. I love everything that they're doing. Speaking of loving what they're doing, if you don't know yet and if you're not following yet, by all means, jump in that comment section and send an email. Get on Campari mailing list, man. Absolutely is a must, something you got to do, something you need to do. It's been a wonderful asset to me in my career and in my personal life. On top of that, things come to me via email, via mail, right at that moment when I need it the most, man. So by all means, everybody, please jump in, sign up, get on that Campari community email, follow them on Instagram, any other information they have, they post it daily. They're always involved in our community, man. They are the best at it. So please, please, please do it. Matter of fact, just do it for me and tell them I sent you. How about that? So without any further ado, I know y'all don't want to just see me. We want to get to the meat and potatoes of the show. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to bring in my buddy Daniel from Campari, and we're going to have a quick conversation with him. Man, what's up, brother? How you doing?
What's up, man? I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Man, no, thank you for being a part of this, man. I really appreciate you guys jumping on, man. What was the motivation behind Campari becoming a part of what we were doing over here with Brown and Balance?
Well, listen, man, I think, to get to the root of it, these are important conversations that need to be happening. These are things that, we were lucky to be a part of Juneteenth. So, thank you for letting us sponsor that. I think that was a really, really great start to these conversations online and in this format. But these conversations haven't just been happening on Juneteenth. They haven't just been happening for the past few months. It's been years, it's been decades, it's been centuries. You know what I mean? And these things evolved over time. These conversations are evolving over time, which is a good thing. But I think it's really important to acknowledge that as we have these conversations, we are giving power to these words and to these conversations by normalizing them, by bringing them to the forefront, by allowing people to have their time and their space and to amplify these voices. So I think as a company, we're very much behind that. And this is a really great opportunity for us as a company to get behind something like that. So, I mean, first of all, I just want to say thank you for creating this platform. And thank you for allowing us to be a part of it.
No, thank you guys, man. I mean, I honestly, man, like when quarantine started, like I was just doing happy hours just to kind of keep my brain working, stay busy, and we were just doing stuff on Instagram. And then when we talked with you guys about Juneteenth, man, that kind of changed everything. So this partnership is like a marriage that's perfect. Like I don't never want to break up. You know what I mean? We never got to get divorced. We could be with y'all forever and ever and ever, man. So I really want to tell you thank you again, man, from the bottom of my heart. Now, you're a person who's actually been to a Brown and Balance. I think multiple ones, if I'm not sure. What's the one thing with the lives that you're looking forward to? Like, what segments or just things that, that we're going to be doing are you really, really looking forward to seeing?
Well, I mean, Brown and Balance is an amazing thing. If anybody on here has been to a Brown and Balance party, they know. There's very few parties like it. And it's one of those things where everybody comes together, everybody's having a great time. And I think this opportunity, especially having all these conversations live, is a moment to let these people shine and to bring their expertise to the forefront that maybe we didn't have before. And I think, there's so many great people that we have lined up, and I obviously don't want to get into the nitty gritty of it because I want to save some for all of it. But there's some really great people that I've gotten to know, obviously through Portland Cocktail Week, through Camp Runamuck, some really great friends of mine at this point, and I look forward to it because I want to hear what they have to say, and I want other people to hear what they have to say, because maybe I've been fortunate enough to hear it. Maybe I've been fortunate enough to be around it. Not everybody else has. So it's a really great time for that too.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, hey, look, Danny, I don't want to hold you up too much on this Friday, man. I know I see you over there enjoying some Campari. I'm enjoying a little Marnier, man. I want to let you get back to your afternoon, man. But cheers to you, one, for coming
cheers,
on.
Man.
Thank you guys for this amazing partnership, man. And again, I appreciate you. That's what I just want to say, man. I appreciate you, man. So thank you.
Thank you, Sam, and thanks to everybody presenting today. Thanks, Portland Cocktail Week. Thirsty, everybody for bringing this. Distance learning has been a great experience for this, but I think this is even better, and this is just the beginning of it. So thank you all for being a part of it. And I'm going to be here in the chat. I'm going to be watching the questions. So if anybody has any questions, put them in the comment section, and then I will read them back to everybody. But thank you again, Josh. Appreciate it, man.
Man, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. All right, guys. So look, that was my buddy Daniel. Actually, I'll talk a little bit and get with this long. So that was my buddy Daniel from Campari. Again, they are amazing partners. I'm gonna say this throughout the whole thing. So, not on the mailing list, hit the comment section, get on the mailing list, follow them on Instagram, follow Daniel. It's just do it. It's like Nike. Y'all know I'm a shoe guy. It's like Nike. Just do it. But we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes again. Like I said, we got more for you guys. You know what I mean? It's not just gonna be interviews. It's not just gonna be talk pieces. So the next person I'm gonna bring in is my correspondent on the streets, Miss Parris Broadus, real quick.
Hi.
Brown and Balance alumni. She's bartending Brown and Balance. She's been a fixture in what we're doing, man. She's one of my really, really good friends. I appreciate everything that she brings to me to balance me out, because we already burn, right? So she balances me out a little bit, keeps me in line just a little bit every now and again, So we want to talk to Parris about what she's going to be doing on the Brown Balance Live.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl, Parris Broadus. I'm going to be your lead correspondent for Brown and Balance Live. Really excited. I'm just going to talk a little bit about some of the programming that we're going to be featuring and the segments that we're going to be doing. So we've got Credit and Cocktails with Mia Love, the good credit diva. She's going to be filling you in on all of the financial advice you should already know and definitely didn't learn from your parents, because I know that during this quarantine, I definitely could be using some of that support and advice. She's going to be giving monthly tips along with exercises to improve your credit, plan for the future, and make some money moves. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be tuning in for those features. And then we're going to have Work It with Christina Ash of Healthy Haven LLC. She knows fitness. She's going to be giving all of our viewers a little bit of needed inspiration to kick their quarantine workouts into gear. Make sure that you are the core and bay that you always wanted to be. And yeah, she's going to be giving really great tips on how to stay fit at home, which is extremely important. Earn your booze and all. We're going to have Better Cribs and Gardening. Kiata Mincy Parker, who queen, everything, love her. She's one of my best friends. She's going to be giving you some tips on home gardening. She actually runs a bartender community garden here in Atlanta called A Sip of Paradise. It's just a great place to go, kind of like get your mind right. But we all know that during this pandemic, one of the biggest obsessions has been plants. I feel like everybody's houses is just been overrun by eucalyptus, snake plants, and like Montstera leaves.
I do not have a green thumb.
Oh God, neither do I. I have succulents that die around me. It's great. But she's going to be giving you tips on how to grow your own ingredients at home so that you can have fresh ingredients to use in your cocktails, and then making sure that you're all prepared for the newest, hottest trend during this pandemic. And then for my segment, somebody come get these kids. We're going to be talking about how to navigate being a parent, especially a Black parent, in today's world. One of the things that we hate to have and hate to talk about in bars are children, but they exist in our lives and we love them. So we're just going to be talking about some of the challenges and the trials that we face when it comes to parenting. I'm going to be talking to some really great people. I'm really excited for this segment. My son's really excited too. I've been asking him a lot of hard-hitting questions about what it's like being the child of a bartender. And then we're going to have the Juneteenth catch-up. And Josh, you're going to be doing 10-minute interviews with guests from Brown and Balanced, just kind of celebrating these organizations and kind of like talking about what they're doing. So, you know, I feel like we've got some really great stuff that's going to be happening. I'm really excited to do this with you.
No, this is going to be a lot of fun. I mean, you were like, I see the perfect person to have be the on the streets correspondent. You know what I mean? The in the streets. You know what I mean? Kind of just asking those hard hitting questions, man, and getting people excited, man. There's no other choice. There's no other person I would rather see doing that. So thank you for being a part of this. I know we've talked over the couple of years we've known each other about doing stuff together, man. So you were definitely my first and only choice for this. So thank you.
Well, stop. I'm going to make my hair already bigger than it already is.
I mean, I'm just saying, that's what I have to do. And we are long overdue for Atlanta night. So now that the world is kind of opening up a little bit, I think, you know, I'm going to book that flight.
I'm here for it.
You and me. You and me.
Magic City's delivering. Let's go.
Yeah, I need some of them. I need some of them lemon pepper wings Lou Williams got in trouble with. Absolutely. I understand why he got in trouble. But no, thank you, P. I'm looking forward to the segments. You know, I don't know what you're going to ask people. I'm really excited to learn from a lot of them. I know everybody that's going to be on the segments. They all have a lot to bring as well as you do. So I'm really, really excited for that part of it. So thank you.
Awesome. Well, right. Love you. Glad to be here. Thank you so much.
I love you too, girl. Thank you for being part of it. We're going to see you next week. All right, y'all. Look, y'all see where it's going, right? So when you're thinking about Brown and Balance Live, right? This is the way I came up with it. Think in living color with the segments. Think Mad TV, more segments. Think Charlamagne the God without the toxicity. You know what I'm saying? All comes together and talks to Black and brown bartenders. It's a perfect way to put it, right? But we got the segments going, and those are going to be great. We have, some amazing, the people that's going to be on that are amazing. But there's a twist to that. Along with those dope segments, we are going to have a featured bartender that I will interview, similar to how we used to do the Brown and Balance happy hours on Instagram. More on that later. Just hold on. But along with that, they will also be interviewed by our dope, amazing media partner, Tara Foughner from Thirsty. So we're going to bring Tara in to talk about what she has going on and what she's going to be doing with these dope, up-and-coming, rising bartenders.
Hello, my friends. How are you?
What's up, mommy? Wait, did I say your last name right? Did I say your last name right?
Foughner. It's a challenging one.
Foughner?
It's Foughner, yeah.
All right. I'm going to get it. One day I'm going to get it right.
It's okay. It's a challenging one. Shout out to you, Brown and Balanced. Thank you so much to Campari. Parris is incredible. I'm so looking forward to all of her segments. That is going to be phenomenal. And thank you to Lush Life and, of course, Portland Cocktail Week. It is a super honor to be part of this, to be part of Brown and Balanced, and to represent the Tanner white presenting side of the Boricua community. It's an honor to be here.
No, thank you. So what are you looking forward to with Brown? Because you're getting to meet, you're really getting ready to real meet. You're going to meet all the bartenders. You've seen just about all the bartenders that will be getting interviewed. You've interviewed them, posting them in your magazine. Thank you for that as well. What are you looking forward to the most?
Well, for me, I get the most excited about that connection. In our industry, we tend to celebrate those at the top. And from a media perspective, there is an element of laziness of celebrating the people at the top because those are the names that we know. Those are the names that we've seen. Those are the ones that get the most media exposure and that they have the engines, the marketing engines, the brand sponsorship engines. So what is really exciting for me is to get to meet some of these incredible talents that may not get the shine that they deserve, but definitely deserve it. So I'm the most excited about that personal connection and introducing more brown and balanced and Black and beautiful bar talents to the Thirsty community and the industry at large.
I'm gonna tell you right now, most of them, the balance part we're all working on. The brown part we got down. We can't help that. But the balance part is, it's a few we got, me included, because I'm not going to make myself exempt from that. Me included, we got to get better at. But I want to thank you personally. I've never been like in magazine, media partner, things like that. So just learning how this goes, working with you has been truly a blessing, solely amazing, and also becoming really good friends. We knew each other in passing, but we hadn't really talked and hung out, and we've shared some things between each other. And I just really appreciate you for real. So thank you. From the bottom of my heart,
Likewise. And I think what you said is so important, just very quickly. It's that we shouldn't need to conform or change who we are, from a Black perspective, from a Latinx, Latino, Puerto Rico. We shouldn't need to change or conform who we are. And I'm excited about that. What our version of balanced is, what our version of community is, should be celebrated the way that it is, and should not have to conform or be put into a box to have any element of celebration.
Absolutely. Yeah, I lived my entire life outside the box before I was a bartender, since I've been a bartender, and wherever I end up going, host, inside the box is not fun. It's boring. So thank you.
Let's move it around. Thank you.
And I see you representing the homies. I see you representing the team. You know what I mean?
Pa que tú lo sepa. Always.
What Tara said, I don't. Yep, whatever Tara said, I'm agreeing with. But no,
for sure. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna go backstage.
Hey, look, can y'all save some drinks backstage for me? Because I can't be backstage, hang out with y'all. Got me? Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. So look, y'all see, we got media covered, we got segments covered. You know what I mean? We got sponsorship covered, man. Shout out to Campari again. I didn't say it last segment, but in the comments, sign up for their mailing list. Trust me, it's gonna change. It's gonna change your life. And if you don't, sign up under my name so I can get 2 emails and 2 whatever comes out for real. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for me. So the meat and potato, the real. Again, y'all hear me saying meat and potatoes because again, as you're eating, you're working through to the main course. And the main course we brought about us live. What we've been built on since quarantine started is interviewing dope Black and brown bartenders. So I'm honored today to give y'all a preview of what interview is going to look like. I'm bringing in my OG. I know he'd be mad when I say it, but I don't care. He can't beat me up, right? But I'm bringing my OG, one of the people who, man, words don't even, like, he's looked out for me among some other names that y'all going to probably hear in this part that have taken care of me to where Brown and Balance is what it is because of the foundation they laid before me. And then now I've taken what they've given me and I'm trying to give it to everybody else. So without further ado, let's get to the fun, crazy, nutty part. God, please don't let us curse on this live part of this conversation. My big brother, Duane Sylvestre, is coming right in for me. He's hanging out in his home bar, which is better than most dive bars.
Got to finish all the drinks before Josh come back.
Big dog, what's up, man?
Yo, I'm gonna stand up and salute you because where you going? You thought this was your show. You're gonna talk to me. No, I'm taking over. Congratulations. I was at Brown and Balance from the beginning. I remember I remember where you were. I remember pulling you inside and saying, "What the heck is this?" And this right now, what you're doing, I know you're gonna want to call out me and Clyde and everybody else and give us all the glory and all the praise. You need to take a moment and recognize that your efforts, your call outs during, right now everyone's up in arms about recent events. But you were the first to step out on I say a major stage, but it's within our small community. You came out and called out major platforms of this is happening. Why is this not important to anybody else? And from there, Brown and Balance transformed into what was leading into this. I don't know where my T-shirt is because you ain't sent me no shirt yet, but
it's coming.
I will gladly wear that Brown and Balance because cheers to you, brother. You doing well.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, man. I know y'all been telling me, conversations between me and you've been saying like, yo, you need to take a minute. I'm just a big proponent on the people who came. I got to give y'all flowers, man, because y'all paved the way for me, right? Like, I remember going to events and I see Lynn.
Huh? Don't give me no flowers.
All right, well, this is for you. You know what? Nah, this is for you. Cause see, this is special. So, you know, since it's you, I got to bring the big girl out, man. I got to bring the big girl out. Hold on. Cause it's you. Now, I only open this bottle up like once a year. You know what I'm saying? But because
come out.
You know, hey, you welcome. You welcome anytime you want, man. But because, look, I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. Y'all are like my superheroes, man. Like you, Clyde, Lynn, Jackie, Frankie, Colin. Like I watched y'all and watched the things y'all did, man, which gave me the game to do what I'm doing. So this for you, my brother, for real. All right, cheers to you, man.
I don't even know where the camera is. There it is. Bam.
So, all right, let's get the Love Fest going, man. The Love Fest is over with. But now, let's get into the interview, man. Tell everybody who you are. Tell them how you got in the industry, man. Tell them your beginnings to where you are now.
Well, I was born in 1973. I can start there because I tell people I've been bartending since I was 2 years old. The hospitality is nothing new to me. Family's from Trinidad, and I always give credit to I have an aunt named Jane who didn't have much, but made sure that everyone had what she had and felt comfortable, you know. So that's where I got my start in hospitality and just making people around me feel comfortable and feel good, you know. To credit or to my to my demise, put people first. As far as actually touching liquor, I started out. I went to bartending school on a chance weekend in Florida. Actually, I went down to help a close family friend move, and did 2 weeks. My cousin was playing at a bar at a nightclub in South Beach called Monty's, and the beverage manager there, they needed a bar back, and he said to me, I was there chilling. He said, "You bar back for me, I'll put you in bartending school." I was like, all right. So they set me up with some place called ABC Bartending. And I did a 2-week course in 1 week. I never made so much money in my life. They had 8 bartenders and I was the only bar back, but it was frozen drinks machine. So all I had to do was empty trash cans and fill machines. They each paid me $50 a night minimum and some tipped extra. So all of a sudden I was making $400 on a night. I had never seen that kind of money. And they were teaching me how to do it. I didn't realize that was some of the best money I was ever going to make. But that's how I got into the game. Between nightclubs, Crossroads down here in DC was a cultural center for Caribbean African people here. I mean, you could tell people would ask you where you're from, what country you're from, and you could honestly say, I'm from Crossroads, and they would understand because we had that sense of community within the Caribbean. No matter what was going on, you know how you have little sections of what's going on. People came together at Crossroads. And from Crossroads, I got into Jasper's, which is like a TGI Fridays knockoff that was based here. And I did work Fridays. Some problem with my homeboy who took me off the schedule. So I went into DC to see if I can get a job because I live in Maryland. And McCormick and Schmick was the first place I had ever worked where I grabbed fresh juice. Like, I thought I was the shit. Matter of fact, I still think I'm behind the bar, but I had never I'd never squeezed a fresh fruit before to make a drink. So all my sours came off the gun, right? I mean, we're going back to days of Razzmatazz and Key Largo and Peach. And Peach. I mean, I remember when Apple Pucker was brand new. But I spent a couple years in McCormick and Schmick really blew my mind. Got into the wine stuff because I knew everything about the bar, so I got into wine. They paid and took me through, got my sommelier certification, and I thought I knew everything. Got into management, and I could have been there forever because I was so grateful for the opportunities that they had given me. Except for I have a family, and we had tried to get a schedule change. Me and another young manager there, and the GM was like this. Nah, we can't do it. So when a hotel was coming to some San Francisco chef, I'd never heard of him by the name of Michael Mina, was coming to the Four Seasons in Georgetown. So the Four Seasons was hiring. That's all I knew. That the Four Seasons was hiring. I said, you know what? Let me go and fill out an application. And unbeknownst to me, I would meet through Michael Mina and that San Francisco culture. Kevin Dietrich, Noah Ellis put me on the path to let me know that, you know what? You are the shit, but you don't know shit about drinks. And give me the opportunity to work with people that were better than me. All of a sudden, I was working with people that were better than me and as passionate as I could be, that wanted to share and wanted to learn. Every environment I'd been in before, even the people that were good, they wanted to give. If someone was making a drink, if someone was making a drink and it was a good drink, they would keep it for themselves. They wouldn't share or tell you the recipe. But it was there in that environment, Four Seasons, Michael Mina, where I learned to you can't protect anything. Be your best and raise everyone up. Raise everyone up. So it was first time I'd been in an environment where that was synonymous with how I was raised, with hospitality. It was like, you know what? If you get better, everyone else gets better. And that spilled over from, I mean, that was 2008 at the same time when DC was starting to rise into this mixology or craft opportunity. And I guess I got inoculated at the right time, you know, all blessings, because all of a sudden I was able to share those stories and reach out and uplift, and God bless to the job opportunities and the promotions and the, you know, I was able to come out and meet you working with brands and working on the liquor side and to meet our greater community. And at that point, it was all love. How can we promote and how can we raise and grow and learn more about the Tide? And then, you know, giving a little bit of information about historic Black bartenders. And then, you know, I told you about Daryl Bullock fell in my lap, who was the great grandnephew of Tom Bullock. And then all of a sudden I had some material and I could learn more and study and then grow. And then that became a force that, you know, gained speed. So again, right place, right time, total blessings and open support from community and from brands that has allowed me to be here with you today. Word.
Hey man, look, I remember that time you called me and came out and we with the other brand you're working with, and we did that, you know what I'm saying, event in my bar. That was a wild night. Like you brought Clyde, like the bar was packed, like it was just, that was a wild night, man. I'll never forget that, man. But that was one of the first times along with Jackie. So you and Jackie were the first two guys that ever gave me brand opportunities. You know what I mean? Like just to work with a brand and to do different things with the brand. It was you. And then right after you, Jackie hired me with the brand he owned. And me and Jackie had never met in person at that point. He just saw how I was moving and what I was doing. So again, I got to give you flowers, man, because y'all spearheaded what we're able to do now. Like for real. Like I get it, but I get all praises to y'all, man, for real.
Because
y'all showed me that a brother can do it in the industry. Because at the time, I didn't see nobody that looked like us, right? Like it was some. Don't get me wrong, I'm not taking nothing away from any of the guys that's out there. You know, the guys like the Charles Jolies and the Andys and all them guys. Yo, they are dope at what they do. But it hit me hard and it felt better when I saw guys that looked just like me that were doing it on that same level. And that's what kind of pushed me to want to be closer to y'all, get to know y'all more, be around y'all, soak up some of that game from y'all. Because again, y'all been in the game a lot longer than I've been. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a career bartender. I came in the game late. You know, I was doing other things before I got into this. And just to see y'all doing it gave me something to aspire to. So I'm always give you flowers, man. You know what I'm saying? Till I ain't no more life left in me. Everything I do is a testament to y'all.
Are you done? Are you done?
I ain't done yet. I'm gonna put some more in, but I ain't done yet. But you can.
No, man. Anyway, you're doing great. You know, I mean, you just elevated me. You just called out, people that I look up to. So you put me on their level. I'm like, I'm confused. You know, but I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Brown and Balance. And why?
Absolutely.
If I've done so much for you, where's my shirt?
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Look, my man, Shout out to my brother Law. He's a Chicago dude, lives in San Diego. He does all the designs for the Brown and Balance shirts, the Brown and Balance tank tops, the hats, everything. I got some stuff coming. We're going to talk about it during these things, but you got a special package coming. Just text me your address.
So I know Brown and Balance, I've been in the hot seat with you.
Mm-hmm.
And you always asking people questions. But you know what? We don't get to talk about Chicago. I want to know. You know, can we say Bureau Bar? Oh, wait, I just said, you know.
No, 16th Street Bar. 16th Street
Right.
Bar.
Can we, I want to know within the, people may not, if you've never been to Chicago, Chicago is a great city with great food, great drinks. But there's, I found, and this is, 6 years now, but I found there was like this invisible line of where you go, even when I got my target list of where I should go and the bartenders I should meet, you know, there was that invisible line of these are the top bars and these are the most influential bartenders. And your name was not on that list. You know, I mean, Ariel and they were just coming up, but they were not on that list. I couldn't go anywhere to find anyone that was quote unquote influential or even making cocktails that was recommended from the people that gave me my list. So when I was able to come down and meet you that first time, and you put me on, anyway, if you were opening a bar next week, I want to know, and I'm gonna give you 7.
7?
I'm gonna give you 7 people in to be your open staff. There you go.
See, so what y'all don't know is, this is a question I ask everybody else, right? I ask everybody to give me a starting 5 if they were going to open the bar. Big Bro switching on me. But I got a list. And ironically, because they are the strongest people on the planet, my list is going to be full of black women. You know what I mean? So, in no particular order, my starting 7, so my starting 5 and 2 off the bench, I ain't going to say who's what because we like the Bulls in the 90s. We just fluid. As long as we got the triangle offense, we're going to work. So my number one person. No. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that part. No. You're not going to get me there, buddy. And these are all women. Dude, my phone is going to go crazy if I start naming people to be somebody and name who they're supposed to be naming.
You're getting text right now.
I probably will. I'm about to take this and throw it away. But if I had to pick 7 to start a bar, one, they're going to be all strong black women. My number 1, you know what I mean, always is going to be Sherry Bradley. Sherry's a solid as a rock. Sherry is a G. Sherry's my partner at 16th Street Bar. Sherry's like my older sister. And ironically, when I met Sherry, her and my biological older sister were best friends. So she's family. Sherry will always, no matter what I do anywhere in the world, I will have Sherry next to me some kind of way. Next would be Lisa Brown, straight out of Chicago, Southside representative, man. Her dad and one of my uncles actually went to high school together. Love Lisa, love her drive, love her passion. Next, I will have Alexis Brown for sure. The pint-sized gangster, you know what I mean, that does it big, that makes it happen. Ariel would be on my list. Ariel brings a different type of just fluidity to the bar. She's just her, right? Like Ariel does what Ariel does. It's no rhyme, no reason. It's just that Ariel. So that's 4. Rakia Easter, super dope, up and coming bartender here in Chicago. She worked with Lisa at Promontory. Super talented. Like, I mean, just all she needs is that one break. She actually did Brown and Balance and Portland Cocktail Week with me. She was a must for me to have. I'm at 6. 6 would be Keena McCoy. You know what I mean? Another one, again, came up. Lisa had at Promontory. Keena's run beverage programs. She's repping a couple different brands out here in the streets. She's actually now moving over and got a nail bar, so she's doing nails as well as bartending. Like, Keena is just a jack of all trades. She does everything out here. Man, what would be number 7?
Cut the list. Cut the list. Cut it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to cut it, man, because I don't want nobody to feel left out. But them 6, I'll run them 6 anywhere in the world. and I don't think nobody could mess with them. Hey, man,
All
to
right.
me, is it hard? Hey, look, I know we're used to doing this on Instagram. I'm having a hard time not cursing, but I'm really proud of myself that I'm doing really, really good. Not cursing, man, for real. So, look, I got to ask you, though. I like how you flipped it on me. But I ain't going to ask you that question. I got another one for you. DC,
right.
the DMV, your DC, Maryland, Virginia. Y'all are strong. Y'all is the blackest crew I have ever seen come through these bartender ranks. From you to Mills, Clyde, man, just everybody that comes through, man, Torrance, you know what I mean? Like, y'all all strong and y'all all ride together. Can you tell me the point when you saw DC kind of switch to that, where it just became super strong and y'all were like a unit? Like, y'all like Wu-Tang, man. Like, y'all all move together and y'all do y'all thing together. Y'all support each other. That's something I haven't seen anywhere else but DC.
You know what? I tell you what, and I'm not taking credit for anything, but that culture of that sharing, of providing information and being open is what has contributed to it. I remember Vance as a shift manager, right? I remember Glendon as a line bartender. Mm-hmm. You know, I remember Torrance coming to sit in my bar just to chill. You know, everyone that had questions, we just tried to provide answers for. Clyde and I grew up in the same neighborhood, didn't even know it, but he has the same kind of culture. Go get it. Clyde, I remember Clyde was out selling, was bringing brands to the country. And I'm not going to talk about this last brand that he was big, but I met Clyde selling a peanut butter liqueur with all the passion and bringing every opportunity and chance that he could. And this is, I'm senior to Clyde. This is a young, I guess, you doing what?
Right.
And make it available. So it was in that 2010 to 2014 period. But everyone that was coming up and wanted to come out and be part of something, if they asked, it was given to them. It was given to them. And I'd like to think that I wasn't the only one. There were definitely people that don't look like us that were extending opportunities. All right. You know, there were definitely, I mean, that's how no one that looked like us handed me an opportunity. It was, I gotta say Phil Green. Phil Green put me on with a brand, introduced me to a good friend of mine now, Carlin Monroe, who I'm still working with, right? Derek Brown has always fed me work, you know? So we find opportunities from people that don't look like hell. Kevin Dietrich taught me, I mean, he qualifies as Brown, right? But Kevin Dietrich basically handed me the keys to Bourbon Steak when he walked away. And as far as opportunity, being able to take advantage of opportunity, Jamie McBain is probably the whitest dude I know. But Jamie and I stood back to back. For me to be able to leave and go do anything, he had to cover my shift. When we put anything out as a team, it was the both of us putting it out, but I got all the credit because I was more PRable. I don't know what their methodology was, but you know, I mean, hell, real talk, as far as my success, Jamie could be standing right here in this window right next to me on this other side. He could be this Grand Marnier bottle, for real. But anyone that looked like us that came up, we gave it to them because we wanted them to be better than we were. Because all we wanted to do was make DC great. I'll give you one small example. And it involves my man, Glendon. So Glendon, also from his Caribbean heritage like myself, Glendon came up and Glendon was always thinking. Glendon had his head in the operation. He wanted to know why. I mean, this little brother can draw, he can write, but he's making drinks. Glenn always wanted to understand that we were in a competition at a time when I was winning everything that I touched. we were in a competition. It was 2 rounds. They had 10 bartenders, 5 first round, 5 second round. I went in the first round, and lights out was done. People were like, we don't even need to taste any more drinks. This competition is over. Second round, Glendon was finished his drink, and the drink was banging. But he had some time. So I tasted his drink, and I talked to him about what was going on in his drink and what he could still do to elevate that drink. So he went back into it. So he was done. We talked. He went back into it. All of his garnish that he had made his syrup with, he dumped in the punch bowl, turned it up. Made a banging drink. And he won. I took second. People be like, some people ask me, why were you trying to? Matter of fact, while I was talking to him, people told him, don't listen to him. He's your competition. And for me, there is no competition. You win, I win. If you win, I win. When a bar in DC gets negative press, that's no good for my city. So I don't say, yeah, that bar sucks. I want to know how I can help to elevate, because we need to grow as a unit. And that type of, it starts with individuals, then small communities, and then the greater community. So my small community was my staff. That larger community was my race. Anyone that came out and wanted to know, we gave it to them. I've never kept a secret, a recipe, a method. You ask me, I will give it to you. Right. And I can say the same for Glendon, for Torrance, for Vance. Look, Vance about to run the world. Vance about to run the world. And these guys don't keep it close. They give it away. They want you to be better because of them, because of their interaction. I'm as selfless as I claim to be, I haven't met anyone more selfless than Vance Henderson.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
No. Vance makes me feel guilty about what I don't do. And Vance, and you can give Vance nothing, and he will turn it into something every day. I say, I don't know how he does it. They gave Vance Liquor 43.
Yeah. Hey,
and from there, he built up, and now he is what? The Hendrix Global Ambassador?
Yeah. Vance is that dude, man. Vance is.
So start from a local appointment, DC appointment of 43, and then put your heart and soul into it and influence everyone that you touch. Then you can become a global brand ambassador. Why? Because it all starts with building your community and doing what you got to do. So that's, I don't even know if I answered your question, but that's how we did it. And that's how
you did.
So now when I see, you talk about strong black women, when I see Capri and AJ, when I see what's happening in DC now, I just sit my ass down like this, yo. They call me, I'm here. I don't need it. You got it.
Right.
Right. If you need it, I'm gonna give. If you need it, I'm gonna give it to you. If I can. Just like I'm so happy that my company is following that, giving you and Portland supporting this, just because they have the platform, and Portland Cocktail Week and giving you this because they have the platform to allow you to do you. That is the type of gestures that allow communities to survive.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the fact that, again, like I remember when I got the first call, man, it was like, well, Campari wants to do this. And I remember I had a call and I talked to somebody, and when I was assured that this wasn't a reactive, performative kind of thing, I threw everything I had behind it. Like, yes, that's what I want. Because I never wanted, like the times we're in now, everybody's doing stuff because they don't want to seem like they're not supportive, right? But it's the difference between wanting to seem like you're not supportive but really supporting. And your company is really supporting, and that was why I loved it. I will always support y'all. I will always be there for y'all. I already was before because I love, the company as a whole anyway, but now it's solidified. You know what I mean? Like, they in the trenches with me, with all of us, and I love that. You know what I mean? Because, again, I don't need performative nothing. I want real. If you're not going to be real, stay over on the other side. You know what I mean? Go with the people that don't care whether you're real or not. And Campari has been real from day one. To bring that into, you know, because we getting out of time, man. But you know, we don't want to go over time today. But I do want to hear your thoughts on, man, what's going on in the world right now. Because I feel like we talk about bartending and talk about our industry, which to me is like a microcosm of what's going on in the real world. You know, I like your thoughts, man. What's going on in the real world right now, man? Jacob Blake, never forget Breonna Taylor, you know, Ahmaud Arbery. I mean, it's just the names going on. I'm not going to do all the names, you know what I mean? But what are your thoughts, man? What would you, you know, what are you seeing? What are you feeling? Because I feel like people need to hear from us how we feel about what's going on.
I might be too old to have a valid opinion on this. Real talk. I don't think that shock and awe that has happened in this grand white awareness of what's happening. I mean, this isn't anything new, right? We've lived it, we've dodged it, you know, and I can appreciate the reaction of people that this is new for. I applaud the efforts and the gestures that of 2 months ago and last month. Yeah. And, you know, but already we're starting to see less intensity of what it is. You know, the news cycle has already changed. That's what makes this so important, you know, because the only way that things are going to matter is if they become real. You know, the only, you know, people have been dying because of this virus, you know, and all of a sudden, you know, Chadwick, you know, Black Panther just died and had nothing to do with COVID. Nothing to do with COVID, but Black Panther just died and people said, oh, damn. Right? Because
gotta do one of them, man.
Because he was real, right? Because he's real to everybody. So if you're not seen, if we don't have a platform to be seen and be heard, then when the channels change, you won't be missed. I encourage everyone to get out and make some noise. Stay in your lane, and while you can be humble and humility is applauded, and that's what I'm saying to you, take your credit. Don't beat your chest, but acknowledge that you have done something and then find some way to have it documented so that even if you don't tell the story, someone can tell the story afterwards. Right now, it's about preservation, survival. And the only way stories survive is if they're retold.
Yeah.
So if they're not written down or recommunicated, then they're completely lost. So what's going on in the world now today, I don't have a reaction to it because I've been told about it my whole life and heard about it. I mean, you know, they're not turning no hoses and no dogs. I think that things are becoming more brazen right now, but we also have more exposure because everyone's got a cell phone, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's a blogger, but you know, current situation, a lot of people will give the current government credit for the devolving situation where people are feeling more emboldened because they feel like they have support from the top. But I don't even want to give them that type of credit. You know, you can't blame the president for what's happening in the streets, even if people feel emboldened to do what they already wanted to do. You know what? I never got an ass whipping for being wrongly influenced. I got my ass whipped for doing what I did. Right? So I could go out with my cousin, and if my cousin's drinking and it's cool, he says drink, and I take a drink, there's no consideration given to, well, he's a bad influence. It's like, you know better. And there is everyone out here that's reacting right now, everyone that's going through an awareness period right now, it's being led by their sense of decency because they know better. There's no sensitivity training that can be brought to make people aware of what they didn't know. they might be able to know that, oh shit, I shouldn't say that. Hell, my son checks me every day because I say some stuff out of my mouth that I probably shouldn't say. He's like, Dad, you can't say that. You know, I have opinions as well, but I do know right from wrong. He hasn't surprised me. He checks me on stuff like, Dad, that's not right. And I know what's right and what's wrong, but I've been able to do this for so long. You know, I grew up watching Sanford and Son and the Jeffersons, right? And what is racially insensitive now was just funny back then.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
So, you know, that everyone's going through. But anyway, I don't want to take up all the damn time.
No, man. Hey, brother, you know I love hearing from you, man. I love the knowledge you give, man. Well, we're getting low on time, man. I don't want to hold you too long, man. But before the people go, first of all, like I said, y'all didn't see this part, but my little bar back here, I got some nice bottles, but I have nothing compared to my big homie over there. Would you mind giving the folks a little small tour of the bar in your basement, man, and then just point out a couple nice gems for the people out there watching?
I ain't pointing out no bottles because this is my JOB. I'm gonna point out bottles. Right now we got this lovely new release Appleton 8 here. You see, I ain't been holding back on it.
Hey man, I'm gonna send you a shirt. I need a bottle of that, man. You know, let's
no
do
problem.
a swap.
We get you what you need. You don't even have to send me a shirt for that. And you know I stay truthful to, DMV to who I am. This Grand Marnier all day and day. But if they want to see the bar,
yeah, that bar is crazy. That's just half, y'all. Just so y'all know, that's just half of the bar. That ain't even. That's not even the other side of the basement, y'all. Just so y'all know. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I thought I was doing something. My friends come over and think I'm doing something.
Guess what? You're doing something. When people come in your bar and they like, damn, Josh, you're doing it for them. And when you pull out that bottle of Grand Marnier or that bottle of Wild Turkey and give it to them, you're doing the most. So that's how we celebrate. Brown and Balance. I'm gonna let you do your tag at the end. You're gonna be at the end, but I am so proud of where you've taken what you wanted to do. This is not a Lush Life program. This is not, shout out to Lush Life too, because they would have, matter of fact, when you're talking about people that form over fashion, that stuck with you, they picked you up right after you had made all that noise. So I was like, these people ain't for real. But no, they stuck with you for years. So I know they got your back, so they get my love. But This was your passion project. I've never seen you come up here and dance. Sambo, you all the way, and you bring it through. The only restriction I see they placed on you today was don't cuss, and that might have come from us.
That came from y'all. That ain't come from Lush Life. That came straight from y'all. Shout out to Marie and Louise. I did curse, y'all. I did good. I did curse.
I might get written up. I don't know. I didn't sign nothing.
Hey man, you know what though? It's passion and it's real. So sometimes a cuss word will come out of two. You know what I mean? But we're gonna leave those conversations for IG. We'll do those when we bring back the IG. You know what I mean?
So you let me know. I see it pop up. God bless you. Continue this greatness. Continue your forward motion. And feel blessed to have been here today. I look forward to the blessings you bestow upon your future guests and our greater community, man. This is great. To you.
Brother Duane, thank you, man. I appreciate everything, man. For real. Everything, brother. Conversations, the real talks. All these years, everything we do, man. I really appreciate it, for real.
If I catch you on IG later, I might say a little bit more, but
we might, yeah. It's Friday night, man. I've been drinking Marnier and turkey all day, so I think IG Brown was at the dark might happen today, man. If the people want it, I think we should do it.
I'm about to rename this Rum Marnier right here because
yeah. All right, yeah. We look offline. We're gonna talk. We're gonna get that little swap going, man. But I'll get that shirt. What you need? A medium?
Yeah. Extra medium.
Send you an extra medium. I got you, dog. Don't worry about it.
You know?
I got it, man. Hey, D, man. Thank you, bro, for coming on, man. Being the first guest, to let people know what's coming, man. I appreciate you again from the bottom of my heart, man. Everything, man. Love you.
Cheers to you, brother.
Cheers, my brother.
Brown and Balance.
All right, y'all. So, yo, that's just a sneak peek, man. This is Brown and Balance Live, man. Let y'all know what's coming. Shout out to everybody who's been on today, man. From Daniel to Parris to Tara, Duane. We're going to do it big, man. The first episode is going to happen next Friday, same time, same place, same channel like Batman. You know what I mean? We're going to have some fun. Also, I didn't say it before Duane came on. Yo, sign up for the Campari community email list. It's going to be in the comments. All you got to do is click it, put your email in and your info. Boom. You in the game. Campari community just popped on the screen. Follow them on IG, man. Do all that. I should have led with this, but I didn't lead with it. Yo, rest in peace to George Floyd. Say her name. Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery. Get well soon, Jacob Blake, man. And everybody else we are losing to this mess that's going on out in the world, man. By all means, yo, look, get out and vote. November 3rd, y'all. Get out and vote. There's a Black Voters Matter Fund email link that's going in our comments, man. Click on it. Get registered to vote. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I ain't never voted in my life. This year will be my first time voting, man, because I know how important it is. I can't tell y'all why I wasn't voting. We ain't got to get into all that. But I couldn't vote before. But I am registered to get out there on November 3rd and make my vote count. I need y'all to do the same thing. So please, y'all, get out. Let's make a change, man, because this type of stuff can't keep going on. And we gotta do something different, man. So by all means, thank everybody for joining in. Everybody, thank y'all for tuning in, posting. I got to go back in the green room with Duane and Parris and Tara and Daniel because it's cracking back there. I'm about to get back there and have some fun. By all means, if I want, if everybody in the green room wants to just put everything down for a second and jump back on, man, y'all can say y'all goodbye to some people. How y'all feeling about that? I know y'all back there, man, with the groupies and the drinks and all that good stuff back in the green room, man, but I couldn't join in. I'm coming back there to get it cracking. But before we get out of there, man, we got a couple minutes left. Is there anything any of y'all would like to say, man? It's y'all show for a minute.
I want one of those T-shirts too. So I know I'm not the only one. I know there's comments, there's questions in there. People want T-shirts, so we gotta figure out how to get the T-shirts out.
So
I gotta call my plug.
Yeah, I think it's rude. I think it's rude that I haven't gotten a T-shirt yet. I don't know. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Call the plug right now and get this T-shirt order going, man. I got something. Nah, but hey, I appreciate all you guys taking time out, man. We having some drinks, having some fun, talking about what's coming. I really, really appreciate all y'all for today.
Josh, there is one question that came through. If you don't mind answering it, I'll read it to you.
Sure.
And it's for you directly. How do you find the time and energy, Josh? Honestly, where did you start? As somebody trying to start a fight for visibility and equality as well in a different way. So where did you start? How did you find the energy? How do you do it?
Man. I mean, to be real with you, I don't really have no energy, right? But I mean, it's just inherently inside me. I give all credit to my pops, man. Shout out to Big George. Long time ago, man, when I was a kid, man, my father, my uncles, they all said, stand up for what you believe in, and I'd rather you down your feet than live on your knees, right? That's something that's been going through my head my entire life. And when I see something that ain't right, I'm going to speak out on it. You know what I mean? And I'm doing my research, and I'm going to make sure I'm on point because I don't want to look stupid. Because according to another great philosopher, Jay-Z, you know, two fools arguing at a point, you can't tell who is who, right? So I always want to make sure I'm on point. I do my research. I make sure I'm focused. And if it ain't right, man, this is how I choose to live my life. And that's not just in our industry. That's just across the board. Whenever I see stuff that ain't right, and that's how I'm teaching my sons to be. When you see stuff that ain't right and you see stuff that ain't cool, speak up, speak out, be a man about it, and be prepared for whatever comes behind it. You know what I mean? So, you know, like Duane spoke about when I spoke out about some other things that happened a few years ago, I knew I was going to catch a lot of heat from it, but I was okay and I was ready and I was prepared for it. So shout out to my dad and them, man. I got to come back to the hood and look my dad and my brothers and my uncles in the eye. So as long as I know that I'm being a man about my belief and what I believe in, I'm okay with that.
All right.
Amen.
Iconic.
Yeah, that's just it, man. Shout out to all the big homies, man. You know what I mean? They made me who I am. So, you know, I got two more just like me coming up. So y'all, the world ain't ready. So be prepared. One's grown and one's coming. So, all right. Any last thoughts? We had an hour. Wow, an hour went by fast, man. Any last thoughts, man? Everybody get one before they go.
Vote,
Ladies
vote,
first.
vote, 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 vote.
Ladies first. Parris, Tara.
Vote, stay hydrated. Yeah, that's it. Vote, stay hydrated, and moisturize.
I had to go moisturize when we got on, just so y'all know. Yeah. I was ashy during pre-pro.
I'm also going to say vote just real quick. And also, like, locally, you can do so much. If you go to turbovote.com, also, like, if you want to sign up to work the polls, we need the younger generation to work the polls. You know, there's a lot of people, older generation out there that can work the polls, coronavirus and all that. Like, sign up. I'm working the polls 11 days. Just get out there, do what you can do, promote it, do whatever you can do.
Sign up for an absentee ballot, by the way, if you don't feel comfortable going into vote.
100%.
Sign up for your absentee ballots. It's great. I just got mine. It's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, dude is lying, y'all. It's okay to vote by mail, so y'all know.
So, y'all made a mistake and let me talk again. But real talk. I can't talk to you ever if you don't participate in the conversation. If you're not out there voting, I don't care who you vote for. I'm going to say it right now. I do not care who you vote for. But we cannot engage in conversation unless you become part of the conversation. Everyone focuses on the big election, on the presidential election is probably, I don't want to say it's the least important election going on. There are so many other seats and offices that affect us actually locally that are up during this election. So get informed. Just a little bit of information. Don't go in there and just check boxes. Don't just go check the incumbent. Get out there, get informed. Just a little bit of information. You can go get a cheat sheet. Talk to somebody that you trust. Because there's so much information and misinformation out there you don't know. But there is so much more being decided in this election than just those 2 seats at the top that you guys are that we're talking about. So get out there and vote. And tell your friends about Brown and Balance. Get back on here. Let them get here, get some traffic, and because some real stuff is going to be discussed right here on this channel.
Wow, absolutely. Tara?
Yeah, I think it's one thing that I just want to say is that Josh, you and I talked about this. It's do the work. The people that look a bit more like me than some of you, do the work. Get out there. Don't ask anyone to do the work for you. It's already out there. Get active. Stay active. It is a marathon, not a sprint. Practice self-care. Take a break when you need to, but don't give up the fight.
Boom. There it is, y'all. So look, we're going to get out of here. Everybody, follow Thirsty Magazine, Thirsty LA. Follow all. Look, just type in Thirsty. Follow them on Instagram. Follow Brown and Balance. Follow Campari community and all the Campari websites. I don't know if any of you guys want to put your personal Instagrams out there.
That's all I get. Better put it out there.
Huh?
That's all I got. Put it out there.
Put it out there, dog. Tell the folks your IG, man. Everybody can follow y'all, man, and get in tune with what you guys got going on in your respective cities.
Oh, man. Well, you follow DC all day. Anything DC, just do it. But I'm DC Elixir Mixer.
Cool.
Okay. I'm at Parris off Ponce. That's Parris with 2 R's. I don't post a lot, but I do Instagram stories. And I say stupid things. So get at me.
What you got, Danny?
DC Elixir Mixer is my favorite Instagram. It's one of my favorite to follow, so definitely follow that. And then I'm at the Warlow if you want to follow me.
Cool. All right, y'all. Y'all got it, man. We are out. It's been fun. It's a great Friday afternoon. Get out, get some air, stay social distance, man. Do all the stuff I almost cursed. I was that close. I almost cursed. I was that. Yes. I made it through an hour.
You passed the hour, so you're good now. Do your thing.
No, I'm not cursing until that live button goes off. As soon as that live button goes off, I don't want to get a text from Ann Louise. I just don't. Not that. She could text me.
Shout out to Leo and Lush
Life. Person on this live. Yo, shout out to Lush Life. Follow Portland Cocktail Week, Facebook, Instagram. Follow Lush Life. Follow everybody on the team, man. We thank y'all. I appreciate all y'all for coming today, man. And we are out, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.